Okay, my name is Chola Coreen. I'm a child rights advocate and a child rights ambassador for advocacy and child justice. So in the mentorship program, which I've been attending, basically it has been training young ones on different matters affecting children, and some of them is the safety, online safety of a child, and also child marriage and teenage pregnancy. We have been talking about those issues. We are being trained knowing that a life of a child starts within the child. So we are being trained about the dangers and ways on how we can come about if we find ourselves in such a situation. So in the Mutule song, please take time to listen to it. It is not just talking about marrying off of a girl child, but it is talking about what should I do as a child. If you take me to marriage, what will become of me? So the Mutule song, it is highlighting to say there is a child who needs education, but here are parents trying to sell off a child, and the life of a child is at risk. So Mutule, it is highlighting to say there's a child who is into marriage, but she also needs education. What am I going to do? I will just make sure that I find a place where I could find a safe space where I would get quality education just like any other girls that I see. So child marriage and child prostitution, these are some of the critical conditions that still goes on. As much as we are educating, sensitizing on radios and TV, it is still going on. And all in all, if we look at it, it all starts with poverty and the mentality of a child. If we talk about poverty, you find a child is coming from a home where he or she is expected to provide at a very tender age. You discover that a child will leave the house around 22, going to do prostitution, coming back with some money so that he or she can be able to provide for the family, which is wrong, because if you're coming from a home where there are parents, a parent must provide. So the major thing is to advocate on children, not only a girl child, but also a boy child. Yes, there are a few organizations that focus on sensitizing a lot about a boy child, but all in all, when you start educating a boy child, he understands it better. It will be very easy for them to protect a girl child, because a girl child is vulnerable, and in most of the circumstances you find a boy child is a perpetrator. So how can you educate a girl child who is just vulnerable and leaving a perpetrator behind? So it all starts with the boy child being sensitized and making them understand the value of having a girl child in this country and world at large. I want to say thank you so much to ACJ, because it has trained me in so many ways. It has showed me that nothing is impossible. I have the voice to speak out on matters that I feel they are affecting me. And also it has trained me to be capable to voice out in each and every way that I can, knowing that I'm a child. There are things that affect me. I do not have to be afraid of anyone, but I have to speak out my mind. It has changed me in that way. And also it has made me realize the value of children and the role that children play at large, because children are not just children. Children are a gift that are brought into this world to make sure that they highlight more on the world.
I can rise above the stars. The sky is no limit. Rising in my capacity as a leader and not a bride.